came in knowing the fact that Toastmasters logo is where leaders are made. Do you go to buy electronics at a vegetable market? So why have you come for communication to the organization that says where leaders are made? Isn't it true? What brought you here? Is it your friend? Or was it someone told you that this is a great platform you have to come and experience? Well, last year on July 1st, when I took over as the division governor, forget the jargon, but it is one of the leadership positions, I came across some facts that was quite striking to me. There are two types of clubs basically in Toastmasters. One is community club, of which you are or maybe or will be part of in the near future, and another is a corporate club, where the organizations run the Toastmasters club within the organization. So we had 14 community clubs and 58 corporate clubs. The interesting and the most important thing was that all the leadership training, or the $36 you pay as your fees, is massively spent on the leadership training. Okay, which is quite striking because this platform started by Dr. Roxy Smedley was basically to improve public speaking and communication. So how did the leadership came into the factor? And I was thinking, why is that we don't have a platform where we can develop the communication as a training? Yes, you do have mentorship as a roles, plus you are given club mentors as well. But why there's no platform? Then I looked into more details of understanding of how I can create a project which can be regarded for a high performance leadership project. And there was a negligible participation in contests from corporate clubs. Now, how many contests does a district organize? Okay, sorry, this is specifically to Toastmasters who know it. How many contests are there in District 82? Four. Please name them.
Humorous speech, evaluation,
tabletop debate speech, international debate speech. These are the four contests that District 82 organizes. I cannot get into the details of what district is, but these are the four major contests that are held, and a member is selected from every club to represent at different levels. Fortunately or unfortunately, we have not seen many corporate clubs winning the division level contest and representing Bangalore at India Sri Lanka meet. So there was an important fact that how come community clubs have such a strength, and that is why what we call the quality, you come to the community club. But that quality cannot be replicated at the corporate club. And that is when idea struck to me that yes, there is a lack of mentors, there is a lack of a lot of things. Imagine the boss that Anmol thinks about the dog licking. He sits next to you in the Toastmaster meeting. He will stop coming to the Toastmaster meeting. So there was an important gap that I understood. And the worst of all, that Toastmasters in Bangalore has grown enormously in the last 4 years. In the last 4 years, 4 years back, we had exactly 21 clubs, and right now we are already at 82 clubs. So it's a massive improvement. So we have grown a lot, but we are at the same time not able to maintain the quality. And that is when something hit my mind that let's do something which is also helping the people to participate in the contest. Because it is the quality of the meeting that invites the new members, that actually gives people hope. It is a dream that everyone wants to see, winning a contest. And that is how I created a vision. Now the difference between vision and mission, that is also what Toastmasters teacher is you. A vision is basically a vicious circle that you have to always follow. A mission is something you can accomplish. So I had a vision to create an opportunity for all the people to win the contest. All the people. Community club members have a unique advantage that they have experienced people who mentor them. Unlike corporate clubs, which on an average have an age of 1.8 years, while Bangalore Toastmasters Club is nearly going to be 18 years old, so that's not a fair calculation. So if you pitch two different people, it is not going to help. So I wanted to have an equal opportunity to win the contest, and And that is how I came to mission, along with the help of my guidance committee that included John Bosco, Arun, Adam Watson, and Rajdeep Manwani, that I need to create a learning and development communication platform where people can learn, imbibe the things, and then go on to replicate that in the upcoming contest. That brought the genesis of Articraft. Articraft, there is no English word which is called Articraft. It was designed by me, and I defined it as the craft for articulation. So if you ever find a new meaning, please make sure you do not credit that to me. My meaning of Articraft is the craft for articulation. So we had 3 sessions in the very first Articraft, which was held on August 28th. Hubris speech and evaluation contest are the 2 contests that are the first season of contest in a Toastmaster year. A Toastmaster year is between July 1st to June 30th. So this will again happen this year sometime between October and November. And we decided to take the experienced people right into the hub of the corporate clubs. So we organized this program at Whitefield, where we had just 1 community club and it is surrounded by 16 corporate clubs. Unlike this place, which is surrounded by 8 other community clubs. So we took the program over there and we conducted 3 different sessions. Make them laugh, which was all about how to inculcate humor in speeches. Orchestrating the contest is how to manage the contest. And the third is evaluate with voice, because how to provide better evaluation. All the members, Chandra Kumar is, if most of you do not know, Chandra Kumar is a TEDx speaker. He takes teaches on how to create humor in everyday life. John Bosco helped in organizing a contest on how there are various facets of contest that you need to take care of, and that is where John Bosco came in. And Arun took a brilliant workshop on the evaluation. Now there were 44 participants. The email was sent to 900 people. But the response that we got was around 44 participants, which is approximately less than 5%, 4%. So the results of this Articraft were good, that we had 1 hour session in each. So the results was that after these contests were held, it was the first time the division contest winner was from the corporate club. And I didn't expect this mission to be accomplished so early. Now there was my problem, that if I stop here, then there is no way I'm going to take this forward. But the learnings from that entire project, the first time of conducting such a program, was very interesting. That the program had to be towards the center of the city, because I was concentrating on my division, which was basically Outer Ring Road and Whitefield. So I got the program to the center of the city, so that the North Bangalore, South Bangalore, East Bangalore, and West Bangalore, all the 18 clubs do have an access to it. There was no video capture, so once the session is taken, okay, bye-bye. If you're not there, it's gone. And short sessions, to avoid logistics, we have to pay a lot of money, because if you take 4-hour sessions, you need to provide them lunch. Otherwise, people will not learn anything. They say food for thought, I say food is important for thought. And importantly, that no leadership session. The moment the word leadership came in the second session on how to organize a contest, half of the people started very interesting aspect of stretching their mouths. I'm sure you understand, it's a different form of what we say as yawning. And that was the important learning that I got from the first program that I organized. And I thought that how do we make this different? So the second time, we cut down on the time. Instead of having 1 hour, we had 3 different sessions again, but each of 35 minutes. Richa was the MC for the event, and the event was organized at Thompson Reuters, which is bang next to Leela Palace. And the email itself said that, come to Leela Palace, you will be enlightened. So that helped a lot. So this time the mail went to only 600 people, but we had much better participation, 86 people. Actually 168 people registered for the event. Unfortunately, they could not make for the event, but 86 people came from 21 different clubs. Most of them from corporate clubs, which was a massive success as per me. So here, 3 topics were again taken. The second session is all about international debate speech and table topic. Those are the second round of contest. And we included the part of vocal variety in it, just to add some spice to it. And it happened that the spikes was the best part of the entire program. But this time we went ahead and got a result that I was not expecting, and which was got increased participation from Capricorn, but there were numerous requests to have this program in different parts of the city, which I never expected this to happen. And then I had a word with the leadership in the District 82, and they said that if and only if the leadership in the background wants to take it ahead, you take the program ahead, otherwise you can skip it. Some of the important learnings is that the moment we uploaded the different session, one of international affairs speech and vocal writing in YouTube, you can't imagine the number of hits that it got within a within the span of 1 month. Within the span of a month, we already had around 224 views, which was spectacular. I'm not sure how many views it would have been till not right now, but that number itself was spectacular, and the video was available to the entire world. So I had messages from District 41, which is North India basically. I got messages from District 79, which is Middle East, as well as District 51, which is European region. So I realized that I was not using social media properly, and this is something which someone else who conducts Articraft should keep in mind. People's acceptance of Articraft amazingly increased. And I asked a few people why did they prefer to come to Articraft rather than go to some other mentorship training program. And they said because there are a lot of people who come there and I don't have to participate. So one-to-one mentoring is something that I realized people are not sure of. Can they really have the confidence to go alone and do it? So the massive mentoring actually helps people to promote in the contest. And in the contest, it so happened that some of the schools were really, really good, and there was an increased participation of women. It was the first time in Bangalore that out of 9 participants, 5 participants were women. It has never happened. Most of the times, all the contests would have 7 to 8 participants and men. So this was something which I never expected, the diversity factor which came in as a beautiful surprise, I would say. And it was the first time that most of the winners happened to be the women. So it was not just that they were there in numbers, but they were there in quality as well. As people would have realized over a period of time, there has been an increased camaraderie between the community club and the corporate club. Now going forward, the biggest problem I feel is that the succession of Articraft depends on the leader and not on the leadership. Now, to tell you in very, very simple words that suppose today's joke of Richa went back with Anmol, and Richa happens to be the division governor, and next time Anmol happens to be the division governor, and said, you told me about dream, I'm not going to put that Articraft next year. So that is what I'm worried about. And this succession can actually cause a problem because as we grow in numbers of clubs and with members, I feel the mass mentoring together is important. I feel that when an Articraft happens, I learn a lot of things about how people want to actually gain and learn more about communication. I'm sure that this was just an attempt to a vision, which is to make sure that each of you actually try to have a vision. But it was an attempt.